Hello and happy Friday. Look, I'm back. And let me just give you the scoop right away. I hope you're crossing your fingers because I need you to have your fingers crossed during today's show because we have been without internet more than we've had internet in the last 10 or 12 days. I still believe, I don't believe it, I know it. It has to do with the storms that have come through. We've had a lot of wind, and every time in the 8 or 9 years that we've had Spectrum internet, every time there's a storm or a little bit of wind or rain or something, the internet goes out. So it's been intermittent at best since about Wednesday or Thursday last week. Yeah, again, it's been 8 or 10 days or so, with problems like that, like all the time. So, this wasn't a surprise when it started happening, but it's just been happening a lot more. And one of the first things I noticed, I need to recenter this, and I'll tell you what my setup is today that I need you to cross your fingers about. So I like to fall asleep listening to old radio dramas, particularly the CBS Radio Mystery Theater. I think a lot of you already know that. And so I just have like an app on my phone that I can tune into these different old time radio stations, and then it just plays all night. And it's a great way for me because I'm such an overfunctioner that my head is so filled with stuff that happened during the day, stuff that should have happened during the day, stuff that shouldn't have happened during the day, stuff that's going to happen the next day or that I think is going to happen the next day, stuff I need to be doing to get ready for stuff that's going to happen 10 days from now. Do you get the idea? Anybody with me on that? And so that Mystery Theater, audiobooks also work like that for me, but there's something so familiar and comforting about Mystery Theater that it instantly, it just is a great psychological trick for me to be able to go to sleep easily and stay asleep. So I've noticed, again, for probably 2 weeks or more, that at some point in the night, and it's so funny how I don't realize consciously that I'm listening to these shows or that I'm relying on these, stories to keep my brain entertained or whatever during the night. But the internet will go out, and it needs internet. I need internet to be able to broadcast or stream these shows. And so it wakes me up. And of course I'll get up and check, and obviously the internet is out. So then I have to go to 5G or something on my phone and listen to it that way. But so that started maybe about 2 weeks ago. And again, it followed a little string of storms that had come through. So it didn't surprise me, but I was hopeful. So we've had a couple of different technicians come out a couple different times in the last 2 weeks or so. They always come inside. I don't know why. One of them came in and then he switched out our modem, pretended like that's what it was. That's not what it was. It's never anything with the indoor equipment. There's a place outside. I've probably told you this story a million times because it's probably happened a million times. There's a place outside in the paddock. There's a big, tall, electric pole or telephone pole or whatever that is. And there's some sort of little component to where the internet comes in from the great beyond and attaches to our property. And then there's a cable that runs to the house to give us our internet. And that thing gets loose, or squirrels and stuff will chew on the wires or whatever. So they've had to go out there and fix that thing probably 10 times in the 8 or 9 years that we've had the service. But they don't ever just take our word for it that that's really where they need to look first. So they come in and, I have to do this dog shuffling thing every time they come so that they can work and so that I'm not stressed out and so that the dogs aren't doing their hyper vigilant, we must protect mom because we don't know this guy that's in our living room. And so the guy will come in the house, the dogs go in the backyard, which means I've got to put, the ducks in their yard, just so I don't have to worry that the dogs are going to overplay with anybody. Or then they do need to go to the paddock when they're here because they finally figure out, oh yeah, everything here checks out fine inside the house. And then I got to go move Cabo and Delilah into the backyard, bring the dogs in. I can let the ducks back in the backyard then so that the Cabo and Delilah are not getting in the way or knocking over ladders or something because they have to climb that big, tall pole. Anyway, public service announcement. Just don't do business with Spectrum Internet. And it is so expensive here. We have very few options, just like we only have one electric provider because there's some kind of weird agreement. It's a co-op. It's just supposed to be cheaper. I don't know. I've been looking around because we're moving, And I don't know that it's that much cheaper than any of the other places, but it's locked in place until 2029, so we can't shop around for that. And Spectrum and Frontier are the only two internet companies here. Well, I had set up to switch to Frontier probably 6 months ago, scheduled the appointment because they were going to have to come out and install some kind of wiring or something because no one had ever used Frontier here before, I guess. And they didn't show up. I know I've told you this story. So I called and said, hey, what happened? I had someone scheduled to come out at 2:00 or whatever today to install my, oh, we don't show that there was anything scheduled. I mean, I had an email even saying your appointment, blah, blah, blah. And they apologized and they rescheduled it. And then the person didn't show up again. So I called them back and I said, you know what? The reason I was changing is because we have unreliable internet right now. And I thought maybe you would be better. But if you guys can't even get it set up, how unreliable does that look? No thanks. So we're paying a ridiculous amount of money for internet that only works maybe 70% of the time, if that. I'm being very generous. And it's real weird how sometimes the patterns are very predictable. So today we're back to where we were a couple of years ago. I don't know if you guys remember. The internet will go out about 12:45, 1:00 on Fridays, half an hour before the live stream, right? So I'm using my mobile hotspot off my phone, and I'm tethered to my laptop because the laptop gives me a lot more ability to, show you graphics and stuff. That is really hard to do with StreamYard on my phone. But I have a guest in the back, in the green room waiting, and let me tell you a little bit about him. So I met him back in like 2005, 2006. Initially, it was just online because we were both gamers at the time. And we were big into Halo. Halo 2 had come out. Xbox Live became a thing. And he was part of the GeezerGamer community that, thank goodness, I found online because it at least limited the experience of having, a 12-year-old boy whose parents didn't even know he was still up at 11:30 or 12 o'clock on a school night, cussing and smack talking and being disrespectful just because he knew there were adults in the game. Yeah, wonder where those kids are now. Anyway, so I met Gordy that way. We met in person at our first GeezerGamers Convention in Las Vegas back in 2006. And we've been friends ever since. Obviously, I don't get to see him because he does not live here in town. He's in Arizona, right? Phoenix, Arizona, I think. He has his own podcast, so we'll be talking about his YouTube channel so that you guys can check that out and go show him some love there. But let me bring him up, my Geezer Gamer brother and friend, Gordy Siewert. And let's get us both. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you?
Good. So do you know a lot about computers and internet on top of the other digital techie stuff
bit,
you know?
Yeah, I currently
Golly. What's your opinion of Spectrum?
Probably not good.
Okay.
I kind of heard your little rant earlier. I would highly recommend, I know it's a little pricier, but looking into Starlink. I mean, it's a great solution.
We might. Right now, we're getting ready to move. So a lot of excitement and apprehension all at the same time. And I hadn't thought about that, but we are looking to move like outside city limits, find some acreage, find a space away from everything. And that might be the answer. And if you've got a good, recommendation, if you feel like it's reliable and
absolutely,
because that's my big gripe. When Spectrum works, it's amazing.
Yeah. Fast
speeds and easy to use it, but it doesn't work often enough for that to be a good offset.
Yeah, Starlink's great. I vacation down in Mexico, and I just take my little Starlink with me, and it's phenomenal. You're pulling like 300 megs, easy peasy. 50 to 100 upload. Be great for you. There's no. In fact, I'll give you a referral code when we're done here.
Okay, so I'll let you know when we're ready for that.
Yeah, I think you get like a free month or something like that.
Okay, awesome. I'll look into that. That just might be the answer. So for those watching, again, things I know about Gordy. Again, now I already knew he was very techie and very like computer savvy, stuff like that. He's a great gamer. He's a great guy. He's a dog lover. He's a golfer. He's a golf lover. He's taking a little break from a golf tournament right now just to visit with us. And he loves the beach.
Yes.
Maybe particularly Mexico. right?
Yeah.
Is it the beach in general, or is it that place? Where
It's a little beach. It's a little beach town, 4 hours south of Tucson, Arizona, where I live.
Okay.
It's 4 hours away. I've been going down there since I was 5 years old. It's the Sea of Cortez. It's kind of inland between the Baja and Mexico, and it's just absolutely beautiful. You know, I've been to the Pacific, I've been to the Atlantic, been to the Caribbean. I've not been to the Mediterranean, but I look over the Sea of Cortez. My soul is there. I feel it. It's just. I hope the last thing I see is the sun setting over the Sea of Cortez. It's just. I plan on retiring there in 3,280 days, I believe, Rouge County.
Nice. And let me tell you now, I live through the photos you share when you're on the beach.
Oh yeah,
because I love the ocean. I love the ocean, which is weird because I don't like being underwater, but I love being at the water, on the water, hearing water.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing living in the desert in Arizona, because I love the water so much. You know.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, what am I doing on my little farm here with just a dirty pond in the back that is not?
We don't even have ponds. They dry up.
Yeah. So it's interesting that just before that, well, not just before, but I'm going to log into my email and see if I can show you something, because this is something that you probably know about.
Okay. I've worked in telecom for about 24 years. I worked for an IT company. I currently work for an internet company. So I worked probably 17 of them for a cell phone, in cell phone sales, and know just about everything about cell. So I've seen a lot of the scams, a lot of the things pop up that, it's scary. It's scary out there.
Oh, I'm sure you know about stuff I've never even heard of, thank goodness. But yeah. I've been saying for a long time that I feel like if these criminals that are, coming up with all these ways to scam people and try to take money from them would devote their time and energy to something, to make the world a better place. Let me get logged into my email right quick.
Yeah, they're so creative. They if they
right, they're brilliant people. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, the Unabomber was a brilliant man. Like, intellectually off the charts, smart. Look what he did with it.
Yeah.
What's wrong? What's the missing link there, do you think? But I was just going to show an email so that people kind of understand what I meant when I set up the stream, so that you could talk to us about being safe online and, cybersecurity and all of that kind of stuff. Well, okay. Well, let me see. I don't know why. Maybe I won't be able to show you that, but I can read it to you, because I'll read it from my phone. I was going to show it just so people kind of get an example. Yeah, it's not going to let me. I don't use my laptop much, so I think some things are not set up and passwords aren't already there. But the email I got this morning was allegedly from someone named Lisa Syracuse. And the subject of the email is, "Thank you for your order." And then there's this big long number and a slash and another big long number. It's from an email address of somebody named Dino Chang at gmail.com. So it's not Lisa Syracuse.
Sure.
And then there's, of course, a link for an Adobe Acrobat file that it doesn't give me instructions to click it. It doesn't say click here for your receipt, or click here to track your order, or click here for your whatever.
Yep.
There's just a click there. And I feel bad to know how many people really don't think before they just click it.
Right.
And maybe they've ordered stuff, especially this time of year. Man, I bet the scammers are in heaven right now, because people are ordering a lot of gifts online and ordering dinners or reserving halls for family get-togethers and stuff. And I don't think I've ever, I'm sure I have. I'm too old to have not mistaken something for a legitimate email because of that, because I did place an Amazon order, or because I did make reservations someplace. But I don't remember anything bad happening. The most recent bad thing that's happened to me,
that you know of,
that I know of, Well, like, I didn't have to file
guy,
bankruptcy or anything because somebody wiped out my bank account.
well, this Dino guy is probably he probably clicked on like, and now it's transferring through his email now.
Oh, so it's not even, he may not even be the originator of the thing.
Correct. Yeah.
But the one time I can think of, and I still don't know how this happened, I had placed a Pizza Hut order online. I have the, like the app, and placed an order online. My credit card was on file because we like Pizza Hut. This has probably been 5-6 years ago. And I placed my order. It was like a $30 order, a couple pizzas, some breadsticks and drinks or whatever. And that charge appeared pretty much right away on my account. But then like a $64 charge from Pizza Hut appeared on my account. So I called the bank right away. Well, first I called Pizza Hut, and they said, we don't see anything. There's nothing in our system besides that order from whatever day, whatever time, the $30 order. So I called the bank and I said, I don't know what's going on. So I don't know how that happened. I'd love for you to tell us, is it safe to store credit card information online at, Amazon and Pizza Hut and Chewy?
Yeah, it's a little scary. How many times do we hear, oh, this company had a leak, and this company had a leak. They encourage you to go change your passwords and everything else. One solution to that is privacy.com is basically you can make payments through that. You kind of use a ghost credit card, and you can assign who you want and how much the funds how many funds or how much in funds you want them to be able to process. So you give them a ghost credit card basically, and you set it for $100 only, and you can refill it. Privacy.com, it's a free service. It's pretty awesome. It's a great way if you're putting your credit card out there online, you're who knows what can happen to it.
Yeah, it's really made me think. And I do have my payment information at Amazon. I don't think I've ever had anything aside from getting what is obviously a scam email from Amazon. When I get those, your order, there's a problem with your payment. Well, I didn't even order anything.
Well, a lot of that's called the account takeover scam, where you'll go in and they'll send you a link, and you go to, it looks like a web, an Amazon page, and you end up putting your password in, and next thing you know, they've taken over your account.
Yeah. So I haven't had that happen.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm pretty skeptical by nature anyway. I'm big into conspiracy theories and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so I always approach, if I don't know, like right away, if I don't recognize the name of the person, that's a red flag for me. But if I get a what looks like a legitimate email because it's from Amazon or it's from Pizza Hut or whatever, but I know I didn't place an order or I already got my order, why are you asking me now to update my payment information because there was a problem? It's already come out of my bank account. So
always,
I just
always go to the source, go to their webpage. Don't link off of
type it in
email. Go to their email. Don't use the email. Go to their webpage. My father, he gets hit all the time. Somebody is shooting him things saying Apple says your credit card's going to expire. Please input your new credit card. He keeps calling me. He goes, what is keep? My credit card's current. I'm like, it's a scam, Dad. Okay. And we had him go to Apple. Yeah, no, his credit card's fine. It's just.
And is it just my perception, or are older people really targeted more? And how do these bad guys get a hold of contact information for people that might be more vulnerable because they're older and maybe cognitive function is a little diminished?
It's out there in public record. I mean, there's so many public, you could do a fast people search on me right now with my name right there, and you'd find out how old I am, how, my phone number. Unfortunately, it's out there, public record. A lot of it, people don't realize that just signing into that app, that game that you love, that Candy Crush or whatever it is that you love playing, you've put your information out there. They're selling your information, and it's out there. There is a process through Google, and you can Google it. I use it to remove my name from any searches. So there's some strange websites out there that have your information. And anytime it's searched, Google will go out and remove those,
Oh,
the
nice.
website.
So
Yeah.
what would be the key term to type in to find that service? Name removal
It's been about 2 years since I do it, and I'd say probably every couple of months I get a thing saying 3 people have your information. Would you like us to remove it? Yes. Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, I think I found it on YouTube. Just removing information from Google.
Okay.
Information from Google, and they can search and find a way to just get rid of all that information. It's out there. Everything from whitepages.com all the way out there. I don't want to be, because I'm getting, we all get those scam texts. Hey, is this Sarah? Oh no, I'm sorry. But they're starting to get now where they're like, hey, is this Gordy? Yeah, it's Gordy. Hey, Gordy, we met back in San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco.
Yeah.
And so they pull your name and phone number. If they can say your name, you're more likely to respond to that text.
Right. So for those watching, I will do a little research and I'll put up a post and update the description of this video or this live stream to include some instructions on how to find this Google service that will help you get your name removed off of lists. I know one thing that's really, I don't know what's happened in the last 6-8 months for me, but my email just became flooded with just spam stuff now. I don't think these were like bad people trying to scam me or take something over. They just got these leads. They bought my name somewhere and got these leads, and so I'm getting emails on how to buy storm cellars and
a lot of it's
erectile dysfunction medicine, and
a lot of it is bots. There's just bots out there, AI, bots. But there is a subscription service called Incogni, INCOGNI. I think it's incogni.com that you can sign up for it, and they will actually go out and scrub your name out of everything.
Okay. And I've heard about that on some YouTube channel that I watch is sponsored.
Yeah. Is it Pleasant Green? Have you checked out Pleasant Green?
It doesn't ring a bell, but sometimes I just come across the video and the title intrigues me or the thumbnail intrigues me, and so I watch it. And I've seen whatever it was, that's one of their sponsors is Incogni, but I didn't pay too much attention about it because I was really just there to watch the video. Sure. Sometimes I just zip through the little commercial that the content creator will do. But why did I take that off already? So there's another thing to check. So you've got a couple of things. You've got privacy.com to help get your name off of.
No, that privacy.com is for when you make any payments online.
Oh, okay. To keep
you can create it like a ghost credit card that can use only once. You can put a limit on it. So like a lot of people are afraid to put that, I know they're going to charge me a subscription fee and it's going to take out every month. You can put it right down to the penny of how much you want to put on that card, and that's the only thing that can take. You can have it expire at any time. It's amazing.
And then Incogni is where you can go and get information on how to get your name off of some of these lists.
Yes. That is a subscription service, but they will go out onto the web and scrub your name off of these sites. Now, the Google thing is free, but it does take a little bit more time. But Incogni is a little bit more aggressive. Okay.
Well, that would be a blessing for me. I think I have like 60 filters set up for my emails.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Yeah, you being a kind of a gamer nerd, you'll get a kick out of it. I heard this just the other day. You can have all the defense, all the cyber defenses and everything is kind of like the Death Star. Okay, remember the Death Star, but there's always that exhaust port. It's powerful, it's strong, but that one little exhaust port, and that's what scammers and cyber criminals are looking for. That little exhaust port. All they need to launch that little torpedo down there and blow up your Death Star.
These little Luke Skywalkers out there.
Yep.
Not saving the universe, though.
Right.
Golly.
Yeah. Going back to that, the number one tip, if I could tell anybody, the number one tip to protect yourself is use multi-factor authentication, two-factor authentication. That I know it takes an extra step. When I log in, I gotta get a code on my phone or a code to my email. I'm telling you, that extra 30 seconds, that extra 2 minutes it takes to go, oh, my phone's in the other room, do it. That extra feeling that is way better than that gut punch feeling you get when you open up your email and your bank account's empty, or someone has hacked your Facebook account where all your family pictures are, or your Apple account or your Google account. Use multi-factor authentication. Number one, you know, any age. My parents do it. My dad's in his 80s. You know, he does it, and I get alerts when he tries to sign in, and he gets an alert, and I get an alert. But that is the best thing you can do.
Okay. Again, that will be added on the top line when I go in and edit the description of the video. And I don't know. I think some things I have the multi-factor authentication in it, because when I set it up, it suggested it. But some things that I've had a while, you know, I wouldn't necessarily think to do it or add it.
Go back in your electric bill.
Okay.
Get online, your Facebook account, your email. I know it's just you know, your JCPenney card, whatever. Go into privacy your security settings. Okay. Add multi-factor authentication.
Okay. Yes. Duly noted. So what would you say? Do you have like this is the wildest scam I ever saw as far as like digital or online or phone or whatever?
Yes, I have a story. So this took place a couple years ago. The company that built do you remember the old when the Beijing they called it the Nest? It was for the Olympics, when the Olympics were in Beijing, that had that cool stadium.
Yeah. Okay.
The Nest. It's the company that designed that. They also designed the Sydney Opera House architecture company. Okay. So they were going to do this new project in England. And there was they needed to work some bugs out, because I think it was Taiwanese company, or Hong Kong. I'm thinking Hong Kong.
Eastern, something that way. Yeah.
I believe it's Hong Kong or Taiwanese company. And so the CEO called a Zoom call. So boom, 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 everyone on Zoom, Teams. I think it was Teams call, and the procurement person was there and said, "Hey, we're trying to get this project taken care of. I need you to transfer $20 million into this fund when we get off the call." Okay, everyone did their part and everything. Got off the call. The procurement person sent the $20 million, and then called the CEO back. "Hey, I just let you know I did." He goes, "What are you talking about?"
Oh, I thought, no, you're not going to tell me that.
The entire Zoom or Teams call was AI produced. I mean, every conversation was pre-scripted. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, there's movies that have been made for less than $20 million. I mean, they basically created an AI. It was all done through AI. They had scripts. They had what they were going to talk about and everything. A fake meeting, and $20 million gone. So
I'm guessing I don't have to ask what your opinion is of AI, because I've been soapboxing for a long time about that, and I don't know why it upsets me so much. And I love technology. I love CGI. I love entertainment that incorporates AI. And about 25 years ago, I made a prediction that the day would come when, like, actors, Arnold Schwarzenegger, someone like that, whoever the best James Bond or the favorite James Bond was, they would sell their likeness to the studio. And for thousands of years, if humans are still around in 1,000 years, that's who would be in all the movies. Because even though they've been dead long time, their likeness was sold so that that person in that role could continue the franchise, because that was the favorite one or the most recognizable one or whatever. And I think that's already been I don't know if these actors are selling their likenesses, but we all know
there actually have been a couple that have sold their voice, that have officially sold their voice. Yeah. And then, and companies have a legal right to use their voice and likeness. Yeah.
So I think it really is coming, but I sound the alarm, because I'll be like on Facebook, and there'll be this like weird creature that no one's ever seen before. It's the first time it's ever been spotted, because it's not real. Oh my gosh!
90% of the video, 70% of the videos right now you see on Facebook are not.
I believe it.
I got an uncle that said, "Oh, do you see this? Do you see this cat that fought off a bear?" I'm like, see the little Quora thing, and it's fake.
Yeah.
My opinion on AI is, we've been using AI in one sense or another, photo editing.
Oh yeah.
That's using
Well,
it.
even gaming. I mean, gaming is like kind of an AI concept, right?
Yeah, we were playing with AI bots and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
But I like that the professionals had it and using it for good things. I don't like that now every
I could go
person
do it.
you can create a picture. I do a cybersecurity presentation about deepfakes, and I actually have a little video I show. It's Trump saying, "I'm going to make Gordy the king of the king of cybersecurity czar," and in fact, he might know a little bit better than me. I'm not sure. It's the whole. I made it sound like Trump and everything else, just for fun. And the criminals have it. It's great for some things. It's going to help the medical field. It's going to help. I think mankind. It's going to obviously hurt some jobs, but so did the locomotive when wagons were like, oh man, what are we going to do? So I'm kind of torn. For evil purposes, it's bad, but the other thing too, and I saw a chapter on this. Can AI build my house? That makes you think. It was a chapter of a podcast. I thought, wow, that really makes you think. AI is not going to be able to build a house. So I mean, there's some things that AI is not going to be able to do that we as humans are going to be able to do and do better. And I still like clinging to that we're going to be okay. We're going to get through it. Obviously, it's going to take some jobs, but I don't like the bad guys have it. I don't like every Tom, Dick, and Harry be able to throw crap online. I've actually gone off a few sites that have, and if they want to do it and say, yes, this was AI generated, I have no problem with that. But when they're trying to push this off, this UFO is, oh my God, this is from some guy. No, that alien that they saw running down the street. If they're trying to push that off as truth, and they're lying to you. They're basically lying to you.
Yeah. Well, and I think the concern is that because at some point it will become so. We'll be so surrounded by that stuff like that example you just gave us, where $20 million just got sent to some scammer. My
prediction, you talk about what's coming 5-10 years down. My prediction is you won't know you're talking to the real person right next to you.
Right. Yeah. I think you're you only because you've said a few things that make me think you're you. You look great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
And I had mentioned that you're a dog lover. There's a particular breed, right? That's like a favorite or really.
I like all the flat nose breeds. I've had a Boston Terrier. I had a pug. I had a pug Boston Terrier mix. I've had a bulldog. My best boy right now, he's about 14. He's my soul dog. He's a Boston Terrier pit bull mix. He's the joy of my life. I love him. We've got a Boston Frenchie mix currently right now. Yeah, just those little flat nose dogs. I love them.
And so one of the boys is deaf, yes?
Yes. Yep. My boy Keller. His name's Keller. He's deaf, but he's just the best dog, the most affectionate, best dog. I follow, hand command, sign language, not true sign language or anything, but hand commands and
still communicating with your hands. Yeah.
But
he was that way when you adopted him, right?
Yeah, we adopted him at 2.
Had you had a deaf dog before?
No, it was our first one. It's funny. We went into PetSmart. My wife tricked me. I said, "Oh, we need to pick up some dog food." She knew there was a pit bull rescue thing going on. Here's all these pit bulls barking, and here's Keller just sitting there, just looking around.
Yeah,
his little silent world. He wasn't barking. He was just looking at everybody, looking at their hands, looking at their faces, and I thought he's great. And he's a little smaller because he's part Boston Terrier, and so he was just great. The doorbell rings. He doesn't go crazy. The lightning, the thunder, the fireworks. He's fine. He's fantastic. I would highly recommend, if anybody's ever thinking of rescuing or adopting a deaf dog, don't let that be a negative thing, because yes, I mean, if they run, it's hard to get their attention, have a laser light or something like that. But he did that one time to me. We took him down to Mexico, and he was chilling in the hammock with me, and he saw a dog down on the beach. He just took off we ran about 20 yards, turned back at me. And I said, "Get back here, get right back." But he knew it. But that's the only thing, is it's kind of hard to put him keep them off leash without, hey, get back here,
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Only for that reason. Yeah. Not like he's a bad dog. You just, if something were dangerous, you wouldn't be
they
able
follow
to.
their nose. Their nose is super powerful.
Yeah.
When they lose the hearing. So.
Our old girl Serena, she turned 13 a couple of months ago. She's a German Shepherd dog, so that's pretty.
Oh yeah, you
old for those. But
Yep.
she's losing her hearing. It seems like it kind of comes and goes, and she can hear some tones or volumes or pitches or something, I've learned. But her maybe so, yeah, because she can still sense thunder, but she won't hear if we're calling her. Like they're outside playing, and then it's time to come in and eat. And unless she sees the boys running like they're excited, she doesn't realize what's happening. And the biggest, for me, the biggest issue has been that she startles very easily. So she'll be on the floor sleeping, or, she's looking at something, and then I come from behind her, and she gets startled because she didn't hear, I don't know, my slippers dragging on the floor, or hear me talking to the other dogs as I was passing through or something. And I don't feel like it really stresses her out, but it makes me feel bad because I feel like she's just, because it startles her. I don't want her to be like that.
Yeah, she's losing one of her senses. I would start following. When you call her a good girl, make a hand signal. This is good boy for us. So good boy. He's a good boy.
Okay.
Of course, he was born deaf, but I would start moving in those. Hey, do you want to eat? Are you ready for dinner or something like that? That's what we do. This is come here. This is. We have mom. This is dad. This is dad. We kind of mix in a little sign language. But
I was going to say the signs you're giving. So the sign for dog, at least for my dialect of ASL here, is this.
Okay.
So for you to have that little.
This is good boy. This is good, good boy.
Now I have.
What's going on? I do this. It's like, how you walk up to, hey, what's happening, dog? And this is what's going on. And he kind of, I don't know, Dad.
How sweet. Yeah, I have caught myself now starting to do like a lot of motions. She'll see me outside, and I've called everyone in to eat, and she will see the boys, but she doesn't know, are they just chasing something? And I'll do this to her and make my face look, happy, and then she'll realize, but she's got degenerative myelopathy. She's just barely getting around now. So at least I don't worry that she's going to run off and she won't hear me calling her to come back. I think this will be her last Christmas. I know. I really, a few months ago, didn't even know if she would make it till Christmas. Again, she's eating, she's social, she's as active as she can be, but her back legs, she just is losing more and more function every day.
Yeah, those German Shepherds have that.
So common. But it's our first time with one. And so I grew up with German Shepherd dogs. I've probably had, 12 or 14 German Shepherd dogs in my lifetime. And this is the first one. Well, no, it's not. The kids did have a dog. Their dad and I had split up already, and the dog stayed at the home because it was the home he inherited when his dad died. Whole nother show. But she developed degenerative myelopathy. She was 14. She lived to be 14. And so maybe Serena does have some time left in her, but we've certainly learned through experience that, when it reaches the point that they really can't even enjoy
quality of life,
quality of life, and then it's not a bad thing to make the decision while they're still having good days, than to wait until they wake up and they're paralyzed completely, or they can't eat anymore, or so we're preparing ourselves for that day. We didn't really think that she would be with us though to move into the new place, and I think she's holding on because she wants to see the new place. So more power to her. But we're going to do our Christmas lights trip. We do a Christmas lights trip with the dogs every year, and again, everything we do with them now, I'm aware that it's probably going to be her last time to do it. So dogs and the beach and gaming. Do you still do any gaming?
I was hoping we'd talk about that. I don't. I'm trying to, I talked to all our friends. We had that solid core, 30,
family, 40 man. We saw each other every night or every other night.
And it's like nobody plays, and I've kept up, great friends. We've Facebook friends, to this day. Yeah. It's like nobody games anymore. What was it like that flipped that switch that we just don't do it anymore? I mean, it was so much part of our lives, and now all of a sudden it's like I don't know if I had, I say I don't have time for it, but yet I'll still watch a 2-hour TV, 2-3 hours.
Oh yeah. I'm reading more than I used to, and I'll binge some TV show on Peacock or something. And
yeah. But I have an Xbox just
me too.
in my office, but I don't. I don't know if it's the subscription fees. I don't know what. I can't. I was trying to quantify that. I was like, why don't all of us game anymore? Do we outgrow it? I mean, but yet we're all at different ages, and I mean, I think the minimum age was like 30 or something.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it can't be that we all grew up. We were all kids at the time. We were grown up then, and it was like food for me. It was a social outlet, just like going out to the movies or to parties or clubs or whatever.
Then we'd all meet once, twice a year.
Together in real life. Yeah. I don't know how that happens. I just think it's just more of an indication that there are seasons for everything. And sometimes people are just in your life for that season. Although I'm still connected to a lot of y'all.
Do you think it's more of an attention span thing? Because I mean, if you look, I mean, everything now is in short reels. It's all short this, short. I mean, to sit down and concentrate for.
Oh yeah, sometimes we play for like 9 hours. Yeah.
Exactly. Whereas now everything we see, I mean, I don't know if you watched a commercial or even a music video, nothing on the screen lasts longer than 4 seconds.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The shorter. It's like this weird thing that's happened with cell phones. Like I think back, the first mobile phones, were like a small suitcase that you carried around, and you did have to carry around a little suitcase battery pack thing. And then they went to the little tiny, like little flip phones, little things that you could put in your mouth. They were so small.
I had a little Nokia about that big.
Yeah, I've still got one. It may be worth something. I don't even know if it'll power up. I don't have a charger cord for it anymore. And now I have my my flip phone.
Oh, nice,
and I have this because I do play a game on it that it's like therapy. It's just my zone out, play a game on it.
A little anxiety about things. You're waiting in the doctor's office. You got to pull your game out.
Yeah, and it's sad because I feel like if I got a phone call or a text or saw something at the Geezer Gamer West Facebook page, which is not very active anymore either.
I didn't know there was one.
Oh yeah, there is one.
I remember the MySpace page.
I think you're in it. Yeah. Well, we used to have a website that was really active, and I can't even find that website anymore.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I got word, somebody put out this thing, all right, here's the deal. Saturday night, starting at 8 p.m. Mountain Time or whatever, we're all getting together, pop your Halo 2s or whatever we're playing.
They killed
Halo. Be there. It'll last from 8 to 10 or whatever. And I think I would do it. And I think I would have a great time. And I think the whole time we were all together, we would go, why are we not doing this anymore? But then the next day we would go back to the other things we're doing.
I think so.
And part of it for me, I think really has been that, as I've gotten older, and so we've done a lot of animal rescue work. We have a lot of animals here. And it's very hard for me to feel like I have big blocks of uninterrupted time. If I'm reading, I can put the book down and get up and go let someone out or let someone in or see why the geese are honking or whatever.
Out of all the geezers, who have you kept the best contact with?
Probably like JC Hesgen, and I can't remember what his gamer tag was.
He was
a police officer there in Tucson for a long time.
Yeah.
He was on the show. He was on the show when I did my
Arkansas now.
Yes. Well, they lived here in Texas for a while.
His buddy was Cletus.
Oh, yes, that's right. Cletus the Grim. Yeah. Well, I feel, even though it's not still all the time, I keep up with him on Facebook. Again, he's been on the show because I did a law enforcement appreciation series.
Nice.
And he came on and visited about his career. And
nice. I wish I would have seen that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, who else?
I haven't seen him. I keep probably Pelf. Remember Robin?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so Jennifer Brownrigg.
Okay.
What was
Yeah.
She was Poobot.
Poobot, and her sister was Pelf. Yeah.
And yet again, I say now, keep up with them. So we're friends on Facebook, so we just know what's going on in each other's lives, but we don't chat I don't do the Facebook Messenger really anyway.
Yeah.
I don't have time for that. But I do think if somebody put something together and said, hey, 2 hours, make it happen, be there, let's just reconnect virtually, and I think we would all have a blast. Maybe it would lead to something. Maybe it would turn into once a month we do a game night together, and I still buy like all the Halos that come out, even though I might play them for 3 hours the first day I get it, and then And then I don't even when it's just me, aside from this little game on my phone, I've bought games on Xbox, thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to play that. And I just don't do it. And I really think it has to do, it's attention span, but it's like it's the opposite attention span because I don't feel like I have half an hour or an hour or whatever uninterrupted to explore the maps and figure out how to use the controller and all. It's not fun. I recently went back to trying to get my piano skills back like they used to be because I used to be a very good pianist. And it's so frustrating for me because I don't have a lot of time to sit at the piano, and that's what I would need. I would need to have, 3 or 4 hours to just practice and warm my fingers up and refresh my memory on reading music and I don't feel like I have it. And I'm not sad to say that. I'm not saying it as if I'm sad. It's just it's not as much a part of me anymore. But I do wonder because it brought so much happiness, I think, to all of us.
The one thing that keeps me from turning on my Xbox is I know every time I turn it on, I'm going to have to update it for the next 2 hours.
All right. Yeah. Well, so I do everything through the Xbox. So all my streaming services are on the Xbox.
Okay. No, I don't use mine.
If we're watching even something live, we can watch something live on the Xbox.
I'm a fire.
Now I don't do Google searches and stuff on Edge because it's not real quick with the mouse, the controller.
Gotcha.
Navigating around a page, but but so I have made full use of my Xbox still, even though I'm not gaming.
Good. Yeah.
So, multi-factor authentication. Privacy.com. Let me put those things up.
Pat, all your software updates. Your phone says it needs a software update. If the phone says, not just you get this random email, here's do your patches. A lot of the software most of your software updates are for security reasons. There was a bug where the bad guys can get in. Keep your patching up to date with your computers.
Yeah. I think I heard that somewhere, and it really kind of concerned me to realize how often that happens. Now, it doesn't seem to just happen as often lately, but I went through a spell there. I've had Android phones, Samsung phones for a long time, and it went through a phase there probably 3 years ago where I felt like every 2 or 3 weeks I'm getting this message that my phone needed to be updated. And I'm thinking, what is this about? And that's what someone told me. These are security patches. These are, and I thought, okay, that just means somebody somewhere is a little too busy.
They're finding that exhaust port.
Yeah, looking for that exhaust port.
Yep.
How silly is that? When's your next trip to the beach?
I'm going in next month. Okay. I'm going to go down there for 4 days.
I mean, you probably go like 8 times a year, right?
No, I wish I could. I go for a long time at one time. We have a little trailer down on the beach that we keep down there.
Okay.
So we'll go down there for 10 days at a time in October, November.
Okay.
And but a former workmate has 2 or 3 condos on the beach, so he rents them to us super cheap. So
nice.
We're going down in January with a bunch of friends. We're going to rent a condo down there on the beach.
Nice. Well, I would ask to borrow your trailer, but we never go anywhere. We're the ones that are always home. So we have this family business now where we take care of people's horses and donkeys and cats and dogs and other animals.
You got to get that water, man.
Oh gosh, yeah. Well, I used to travel all the time. I've been to lots of places in the world, and I'll never stop missing it. But again, I'm not really saying it like I'm sad because I love now the things that fill my time. But it is interesting sometimes to think back on it and remember how amazing it was to game or to travel and then think, wow. And I don't do that at all anymore.
Yeah.
But I am going to go in and start looking at all my accounts and stuff to make sure I've got my multi-factor authentication turned on because I don't want $64 Pizza Hut.
Yeah, and the one thing I like that you mentioned you got an email from this Susie or whoever it was, but you checked the email, who the actual email was coming from. So check the email address, even if it's from somebody that you think. There's a couple things. If it sounds weird, if there's a sense of urgency. Like, I need you to do this right now. Your power's going to get
risk of your account being closed, or
also, if strange greetings like in kind regards, those weird ones.
Yeah, or the misspellings.
Yeah, and misspellings. If it just doesn't sound normal, my sister or brother doesn't talk to me that way. Check the check the exact email address. Whether it should be a 0. Did it come from Gordy Gordy or G0RDY?
Yeah.
Well,
and you're right, because a lot of these, it'll show that it comes from Amazon. Like that's the title or the subject rather. Your Amazon account. Then you click the email and it's from John Buffington at idon'tcare.com or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
But I think I've heard people can spoof emails and phone numbers and all of that stuff now. So
spoof
it's
phone
like
numbers.
It's just a never-ending thing.
Yeah, I had one from the bank. The bank called me. Chase Bank called me and said, "Hey, have you been? Someone has hacked your Zelle account and transferred some money. Do you know anybody in Queens, New York?" I said, "No, I don't." Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, $1,200 purchase and an $800 purchase. Said, oh my gosh. Do you use public Wi-Fi? All this. I'm like, no. Fortunately, from my front door, I can kind of live up on a hill. I can see the Chase Bank from my house. So I say, okay, well, hold on, just hold on a second. I got in my car, drove over to Chase Bank, put the guy on speaker. I'm like, is this real?
It wasn't them, was it?
Well, they spoofed the Chase Bank phone number calling in, and I could hear him on the key, tapping the keyboard.
Oh yeah.
They made it sound so real. So I hung up on him. 6 months later, I get the same exact call, same script. Do you use public Wi-Fi? I said, no, I don't. I says, because I work in cybersecurity and I know that you can because you did the same script on me, the same lady out of Queens, New York. I mean, it was the same script. So I knew it was fake, but it's just, it's no one with a Indian accent or, and it was American English sounding person and it sounded legit. I mean, I could see how so many people fall for this.
Yep. Well, and I have had things similar happen where I get a phone call and they identify themselves as being someone that I do have some sort of relationship with. And I'll make up a story though and say, I'm going to have to call you right back. Someone's at my door, I make up something and then I call them and say, hey, I just got a call from somebody named blah, blah, blah. They told me this. We don't have any record of that. And it just, it angers me and frightens me all at the same time. And I really feel bad because I do know that so many people, again, particularly older people, it doesn't occur to them. They're trusting people. And again, there may be some cognitive issues and they don't automatically, think that it could be somebody trying to hurt them somehow. And I'd say there should be laws about it, but I know there are laws about it, but there's no way to enforce them. These people they find another port. They find some other little slit in the matrix to get through. And, what you've told us is really all we can do. We just have to protect ourselves up front.
Educate yourself.
Yep.
There's a YouTube channel that I would highly recommend following. His name is Pleasant Green.
Pleasant Green.
Yeah. So he's a great guy. He did a great channel. He tries to find the positive side of it, and everything from free puppies on Facebook to romance scams to weird tax. He covers them all. Even weird Temu purchases. He covers them all, and he's entertaining. But you learn so much from him and why they do. And it's funny because once he gets the scammer to break, he'll even tell him, tell you what, if you go out and send a picture of you picking up your trash in your neighborhood, I'll send you $20, and he does it. And he tries to change the lives. And there's been some success stories where he's actually changed the lives of some scammers in Nigeria. And he's got some great tricks, and it's just a great podcast, or not podcast, great YouTube channel.
Nice.
I'm not affiliated or anything. It's just he's a big fan. He's taught me a lot. I mean, there's a lot of tricks that he uses. He uses something called website called Grabify, where he'll send them a link. They want, I want a Bitcoin. Send them a link, and they click on the link, and it'll tell them where their IP address is coming from. So they're in Nigeria, even though they say they're
Grabify.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend if you don't know what you're doing.
Not an everyday thing. Yeah. Okay.
But
I'm encouraged to know that there are some people out there that do have knowledge to share, and
they're called scam baiters.
Okay.
Some of them would get pretty hardcore. There's one guy, I can't remember his first name, Jim Brown. I think his last name is Brown. The scammers have nightmares about this guy. He shuts down entire call centers, and he haunts them at night. He'll get in their cameras and tell them what, and hack their computers and take away all their passports. I mean, he's good.
I love hearing about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole slew of YouTube scam baiters out there, but
it
looks for the positive side of things, and he tries to help people out. He's really helped a lot of the sextortion stuff. Because there's a lot of people committing suicide over the sextortion stuff, and he's really trying to help them out. And he does some really good work.
What a sad thing. So just on my neighborhood Facebook page, I don't remember if the person the post was referring to was actually from our neighborhood, but they were known by the person who posted. 17-year-old boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's sad.
And again, to me, it's all part of the same thing. It's all part of people using technology to manipulate and abuse and take advantage of people and hurt them. Maybe they don't intend for it to get that far,
right? But
it just shouldn't be happening at all. If I ran the world, it would be so different.
Right.
So anything else you want to share? Or I'm so excited. I just feel like I'm seeing you again. I mean, obviously
I know it's been forever. Yes.
Seeing you again. My brain is instantly going back to Vegas and,
oh man, we had some good times. My very first hangover.
Yeah.
Remember that last night? We're all downtown,
sitting on the ground out there,
on the ground, passing the drinks around.
Yeah.
I remember it was like till 3-4 in the morning, and got up at like 8, and it's like, all right, we're gonna all meet for lunch before we all go our separate ways. And my buddy Matt, Dirty Elmo, we get up, get showered and everything, and I walk in to the restaurant where we were having lunch. It's like, oh man, I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. Matt, you might have to take me to the hospital. He goes, you're hungover. I said, no, I've never had a hangover. He goes, do you feel like you want to crawl under the table and die right now? I said, yeah. He goes, you're hungover.
Yeah.
So, he had to drive.
I think first hangovers are probably common in Vegas for people that haven't visited before.
Well, we were all passing those drinks around, those big yard of drinks. And
Did you go to, was it Blue Man Group? Did we all go see Blue Man Group there one year?
No, it wasn't me.
Okay. I went 2 different times.
Squidgy and I went and saw a live band together, I think.
Okay.
We were the only 2 that went.
I don't remember that.
Ron Bronson.
But what wonderful times. And what a great testament to what it really can mean to have an online friend, that it really can be someone that becomes a real life friend. It's not just an online relationship. Even if, again, all these years later now, I haven't seen you in the same room. I'm remembering too, we went to a sushi place, but on the way to the sushi place, we passed this sunglasses shop or glasses shop, and you found a pair of glasses that had a DG like in rhinestones.
Really? Okay.
Sides.
That's funny.
And we all got a kick out of that. Because we thought, look, they made glasses for Gordo. I have such a vivid memory of that. So I hope those are the kind of memories that 20 years from now, when I can't remember what day it is, I'll still be able to pull up.
I took a lot of pictures. I was
I'd love for you to share some of those. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I got some great pictures.
Oh gosh, yes, please do.
Yep.
And again, let me put up your channel link.
Yeah, I have a podcast. It's kind of Tucson centric. Tucson's a weird little town that it's kind of like Austin. Stay weird, Tucson. We're not Phoenix. Phoenix is very transactional. Tucson, a lot of business in Tucson is done through relationships.
Right.
We're a small, big town. We're a million people, but everything is small town. Everything's built on relationships. So I do a lot of business networking, and that's really how business gets done in Tucson. It's not just what's the price? Okay, I'm going to take it or not. It's handshakes, creating relationships, getting to know somebody. So Tucson Network Kings is a little podcasts that we have about networking into doing business networking in Tucson.
But it's still, there's sure a lot of crossover though. The concept that would give people at least motivation or encouragement.
Get involved with your local chamber of commerces.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's
building your businesses. Learn how to host your own networking event. There's great tips, great ideas there. I can give you one little tip that it's in our pilot episode, but I'm going to share it anyway. If you ever go to a networking event, a lot of people passing business cards around or whatever. Ask for 2 business cards. Say you had a business and what do you do? Okay, can I have 2 of your business cards? You're gonna look at me. Okay, here's 2. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep one for myself, but I'm gonna give your business card out to someone else I have a conversation with, and I'm gonna find a customer for you.
That's networking at its finest, right there.
Right, exactly. Yeah. It's a great tip, and then they're going to ask for 2 from you, and then they're going to do the same, and you do that, and boom, 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 and next thing you know, your business cards are flying all over the place.
Yeah, it's like setting a penny in a jar every day.
Exactly.
And then after 365 days, you got a little bit of money.
Yeah.
Maybe go buy a bucket of popcorn somewhere. Yeah. Well, I'm impressed with the podcasts. Not that I didn't already know or believe that you are articulate and well-spoken, but you are that is a natural thing for you. And I think that kind of caught me by surprise. The first episode I watched.
Oh, okay.
Wow, that's Gordy.
I appreciate that.
Like regular
guys. Years, and I love your.
Like that's what you're supposed to be doing.
I love
your posture, your breathing rate, everything just looks so perfect and natural. And again, I don't want to say it like I'm surprised, like I would never believe Gordy could do that. But it was just something I haven't seen. It was something I haven't seen from you, and I was really tickled to see what a beautiful job you do at it.
Thank you. And I love yours too. I've seen several episodes. I love the hometown feel too. And everything you do and say, and it's really cool. You got a little Texas flavor.
I enjoy it, and again, it's like a social outlet for me. It's going to be a slow December. I don't have a whole lot of things planned because we are really frantically sorting through belongings and deciding what furniture do we really want to load up and take over. Because we're very eclectic as a couple, so we have lots of knickknacks and antiques and just fun. There's just a lot of life and energy inside the house. People that meet us that come over for the first time because they know we have German Shepherd dogs and they live in the house, they'll see some of our things and say, your dogs don't just like destroy everything. I thought, have you never had a dog? You can teach a dog.
Yeah.
You can teach a dog. Just because they're big, it doesn't mean. That's like the old Mythbusters episode about the bull in the china shop. And the bull did not break one thing when he went into the china shop.
Wow. Yeah. Well, with the puppies, getting them past the puppy, you do a lot of rescue. You do a lot of rescues, so
yeah. And we've got designer furniture here and there where somebody's left some little tooth marks or or claw marks on it or something. Right. But it's part of the character of the ranch. Yeah, right. But I'm ching. Yeah. Yep. But I'm so grateful that you were here. I'm so happy that my internet held up. But again, it's because I'm going through AT&T on my phone using my hotspot instead of.
Yeah, check out Starlink. It might be a little bit pricier than what you're typically paying, but it's solid, and you can take it anywhere.
Okay.
If you want you guys are kind of going a little off grid, out in the middle of nowhere. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, you got to trench a cable and just throw Starlink.
Or the wind. The wind just blew, and now that little connection thing is loose again. Yeah.
All that stuff. Okay. Yeah, just get a clear
view. I like Elon Musk.
Yeah, there you go.
Support Elon Musk. Yes. Well, anyway, so you have big Christmas plans?
No, I don't typically do much for Christmas. So I'm just looking forward to a couple days off.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of how we are. The older we get, and it's always come and go here because the kids all live out of town, and so. And my oldest daughter's a nurse. Sometimes it means she's on call or something, and she doesn't even get to do holidays. I think she's more of a senior person at her at the clinic where she works now, so that shouldn't be too big a deal. But we just the door is open. Show up when you can, and we make it work. So,
Good for you.
So be safe, be happy, be well. I'm so tickled to see you, and send me a message if you hear that somebody's going to do a game night, and I'll make it happen, or put together a game night. I would say I would do it, but I don't know how many contacts I still have again because I'm only keeping up with you and Jennifer and JC.
I keep every phone number I've ever collected.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, but I don't know if they're still using them.
Good, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Again, I'd probably have to start 2 hours early to update my Xbox.
Oh, I have David Tisdale is on my Facebook too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't
David.
think he posts a whole lot.
Yeah, I know. There was one person I had to block. Just got a little weird on me, but other than that, everything it's been great.
It's everywhere. You can't.
Yeah.
Nobody's immune just because of the way you know them or whatever hobby or.
But it's great keeping up with you, and I love seeing your stuff you're doing out there in the rescue and your ranch and cool stuff. And I greatly appreciate you having me on for sure.
Yeah, thank you for teaching us. Thank you for being a voice in the wilderness.
Stay vigilant, stay safe. Yeah, there's so many. Again, it's a bit. Everybody's looking for that exhaust port, and everyone's looking. There's so many people wanting to scam you out there. It's so hard to be. If you have, if you're a little bit older person, you have some doubts, talk to somebody younger. Do some research. Google.
Yeah, or again, go open a web browser and enter it.
Job offer from a text message. Google that text message and find it.
Okay.
Anything weird, just Google it, and usually it's out there.
And then 2 more questions before I turn you loose.
Yes.
What's your handicap?
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's in the low 20s.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's better than mine.
I call my golf moments of greatness, moments of garbage. So I'll hit a shot and I think, why am I not on tour? And then the next shot goes 10 feet. That's why I'm not.
I only like golf because it's outside.
Oh yeah, it's outside.
And I've maybe played 6 times in my life. Yeah.
I discovered it during COVID. It's like, wow, this is amazing. You get out here with my friends and we're outside and you get the sunshine and the vitamin D.
Exercise, yeah.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. So I really got into it. I got into swing speed and shaft flex and ball compression and launch angles. I got all into science. Got fitted for some clubs, and my game hasn't improved much at all. But I love it.
Again, that shouldn't be the objective. Yeah, that's the benefit.
I usually have the best tequila of all of my friends, so they love it.
Okay, it's a win-win for everybody then. And then final question: you're stranded on a desert island.
Okay.
You can only take 3 things with you. You can only have 3 things with you. They can be anything. There are no restrictions or limits on what it can be. What are the 3 things you would have if you were stranded on a desert island?
My dog, my wife, and a hammock.
Okay, see? Oh, I love. So I feel like that question tells me so much about people. Some people really have to think. Some people really, and I don't know exactly what that means yet, because I don't even know exactly what I would say. But I love when someone really is able to answer right away, because I feel like that person has lived enough.
And I've thought about it.
What's that? You've thought about it?
Stranded on an
island. I didn't catch you so off guard, did I?
I was a Survivor fan too for a while.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The show Naked and Afraid and all that.
Yeah.
I always thought, why don't they bring a hammock? You could use it as a fishing net. You can use it as all different things. Get you off the ground. You're safe. All that stuff. That was my always thing. I would always bring a hammock.
Nah, the TV's not that interesting if people are that logical.
No. Yeah.
No.
I could unplug if I needed to, but
I think we probably all need to. We just don't make it happen, or don't make it happen often enough. But again, I'm always encouraged when someone really does know right away, because I just feel like they've lived enough to know. Yep. They've figured out the world enough to know. Not that I'm saying the people that take a while to think about it haven't figured it out, but maybe they just haven't had to think about it. And I think, the older you get, you start realizing, what is it? What really means something to me? So thank you for answering quickly. That was a nice surprise. Merry Christmas. It's okay to tell you Merry Christmas, right? How silly that we live in a time where we have to be worried about wishing someone a holiday greeting.
No worries at all.
Yeah. And love to the wife and the dogs, and be safe on your next Mexico trip. And I hope next time I talk to you, your handicap is better.
Awesome. Hope so
Thank
too.
You, Gordy. All right. Take care.
All right. Take care. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
All right. That was my friend Gordy Siewert from out in Arizona. He knows about tech and scams and how to be safe. And I hope you learned at least one thing today. But do your research, keep yourself safe, because I promise you it's not going to get better anytime soon. I don't know if it's anything really that can be eradicated. I don't think it's possible to just get rid of these criminals that have come up with these ingenious ways of robbing you of time and money and security and peace of mind, because that's their job. That's the business they're in. And they're very motivated. And I would hope you understand that when you're really motivated to do something, you find a way to make it happen. That's a secret of life, FYI. So thanks to Gordy for sharing his knowledge and his passion with us. If you have questions, you can reach out to me or go to his channel. I'm going to put that channel name up again one more time. And I'm sure you can reach him through the channel, but you can always ask me something if there's something in the show that you didn't understand or you missed somehow. I'll go back and add some links to this description along with some of the tips he gave us, and look for that Google service where you can have your name taken off of the thousands and thousands of places where it somehow appears. And that does it for today. So no idea what we're going to be doing in the next few weeks, but don't be alarmed if you don't see me very much, because we really are buckling down. We've got a lot of things packed already. We've gotten rid of a lot of things already. We have a lot of things we're probably going to give away. I've got 2 sand pool filters out there that I used to use in the duck pond that I don't use anymore because we kept burning through pool pumps. That's how messy ducks and geese are. So that's when I just decided to let them spend their days out on the back pond, because it's already dirty. It's just a natural pond. But be safe, be happy, be well. Have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. Sorry if that's not something you like to hear, but it means something to me. So I want to share my enjoyment of that with you that way. I should have at least some shorts going up here and there, because I always have stuff I can turn into shorts. And then I will for sure be back after the first of the year. I do have another interview guest scheduled for the first Friday in January. I'll get that stream set up and on the channel so that you'll know what's coming. And I'd love for you to tune in and meet her. She's another real life friend of mine. I haven't known her as long as her husband, but her husband and I have known each other since the 5th grade. We went to school together from the 5th grade up. And so that was a really sweet connection. I think I met her at one of our high school reunions. And now we've become friends on Facebook, and she is a precious person. So you'll enjoy that. But I'll see you in the next video, and still looking for watch hours. If you want to crank up a playlist for me and just let something play, you can have that playing while you're working on a project, or you do have to have the volume up a tiny bit, because I think YouTube has a way of knowing if somebody's just running a playlist and they're not really watching, and having the volume shut off would be one way they would know that. They know everything, y'all. So don't mess with YouTube. But I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm thankful for you. And I'm so happy that I get to have another holiday season where I can spend a little time with you online. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye, friends.